So I had a quiet moment here and I thought I might show you some tips on artichokes because, you know, it's not just strawberries here in my kitchen, but this is an artichoke that's over 2 weeks old, and I keep it in the refrigerator with filtered water in it. If the water level goes down, then I just add more water to it. So every week or so, I just cut the ends off here, and it opens up the vascular system of the plant. But just like flowers, you just keep trimming it and making sure that the water is still reaching it. So this is totally fresh artichoke that's been in my fridge for over 2 weeks, and I was just going to show you what I do. So this is how I cook them. I'm going to cut off the top here. So I cut off the top, kind of to the top of this layer of leaves, and it just gets rid of a lot of the pokey parts. Like that's what I call them. But anyways, and then I just take shears and I just go around and kind of trim them up a little bit when I'm getting ready to cook them. Just so we're not poking our hands when we're eating them. You guys see that? So just taking kitchen shears and lifting that in there. Okay, and then if there was any leaves here around the edge, I would have pulled those off already when I put it in the water. So I'm just going to trim the end one more time to make sure it's a fresh cut. So it's all fresh and pretty on this side. And then I have a lemon that I had in my crisper drawer. Lemons will last 6 weeks, not in water. They just need to go in your crisper drawer. Make sure you wash them when you bring them home so it kills off any mold spores. And if you keep them with your avocados, then they'll keep each other fresher longer. So my avocados normally last a full month. So I have my lemon here. I'm gonna pull these seeds off that are sitting right here at the top. I'm just going to rub this around on the cut end so it doesn't turn brown. They oxidate, I can't say the word, the oxidation quickly. You know what I mean. And I'm gonna rub it on the other end too. So then I have my Insta pot sitting right here. You see that? I'm gonna use a rack that goes down. And then I'm gonna put some water at the bottom of that. I'm gonna do one more, so there. It's water at the bottom. I'm gonna put this in the pot upside down. And I'm gonna squeeze it with lemon in there, and then I'm just gonna drop these lemons in there. I have my ring in the Instapot lid and turn it on to sealing. And I'm gonna plug it in. So this only takes 12 minutes to cook, for sure. So instead of watching the pot for like 45 minutes, it just takes 12 minutes in here, and then it'll be done. You don't have to worry about if it's boiling to like flop it around. There you go. So that's how I cook artichokes. I'm gonna scroll through. Let me see if there's any questions. I just want to show you this. Aren't these adorable? So for our 100K celebration last night, we had these strawberry balloons that arrived, which I just thought were adorable. Anyways, that was kind of it. I just wanted to show you how I make artichokes. Those will come up to steam and cook for 12 minutes. So I said, I never thought about cooking them upside down. Yeah, they cook, I feel like they cook better on the rack, so they don't get all soggy and stuff. What do you put on it after cooking? We normally do it in like a garlic butter dip, and then eat them that way. So yeah, so it takes like 10 minutes to get up to pressure, and then it cooks by itself for like 12 minutes, and then we can have them. But it's so much easier to do it this way and not worrying about bobbing them down in the water or boiling them on a pan, steaming them, and your water running out, all those kind of things. So it just will cook all by itself, and then we let them cool down and we enjoy them. So but you store them in the refrigerator in water, filtered water, just sitting here on top, and they will stay fresh for weeks. So oftentimes I will be getting ready to go to the next 3-week grocery cycle trip and realizing like, oh, I need to eat those artichokes up before we go again. So that's how we normally do it, and I will take pictures and write that all out so it's easier to see. But I just wanted to get on here and say hi. It is a drizzly, rainy, gross Saturday here. Like, it's June. we are done with the rain. So I guess we're going to get more rain in the next 3 days than we normally get in a whole month. And it's Seattle, so it always rains, but we're ready for the rain to be over. over. But do you put each of the artichokes in its own glass cup? Yes. Yeah. So I use these wide mouth jars. Well, it doesn't really matter either way, but I have a regular, like, yeah, either way you could put it in a jar. I use filtered water with anything that is going to sit there and suck up water. So our water really tastes like chlorine, so I don't want it to taste like chlorine from our tap water. So any water that you would normally drink is what I put there. And then every week or so I trim off like a 1/4 inch of the ends, so it starts sucking up water again, just like you would do if you got flowers, and make them last longer if you do that. But I do that. I cut the ends off all the time, so the flowers last longer. But filtered water in a cup, 1 each. I took a picture right at the beginning so you can see, but it sits right here on top, and then I just put it in the fridge, and then it'll last at least 2 to 3 weeks. Anyways, I just heard Mike pull back up, so I'm going to head off before he opens up the door, and have a good night. But check out some artichokes. Know that you can keep them a little bit longer, and making them in the Instant Pot is super simple. So, bye.